Getting the permanent resident in Canada is most likely the finish line for most people watching this video. But for most of you guys, you want to find the best pathway suitable for you, whether you're a student, federal skilled worker, or provincial nominee program. But which one is best for you? Hey guys, it's me again, Coach MC, your SED planner, Study, Live, Explore Canada. And if you're like anybody else, thinking what is the best way for me to come to Canada and get that sweet permanent resident status in Canada, then I'm telling you, you're in the right place. In this Friday video, we are going to unravel 5 steps to get your permanent resident in Canada as international student. But before we hop in, I want to tell you that there's a big possibility that you will crave deeper detail after taking this information. So I'd like to invite you to visit or check out our student mentorship, where you have the chance to talk to them, alumni students who are living their life here and pursuing their dream job in Canada. So if you want to talk to them one-on-one, visit my website, studylivexploreca.com, link in my description box. Step number 1 is to get a suitable program in Canada, and this one will actually take 1 year. And I will explain why. It's easier said than done, but again, if you set your foot on a steady and profitable program, your journey to live and study in Canada will be a lot easier. First and foremost, you need to find a designated learning institution or DLI that is eligible for postgrad work permit or PGWP. The PGWP will be the secret sauce that you will need when you get your job experience in Canada that will later on will be helpful for your permanent residency in Canada. This is why we as a planner always encourage students to choose a study program that is going to be beneficial for them, especially for their future needs. Because this is going to be a key factor when you're getting a proper credential and help you build a network of experts that will boost your chances when you want to get into that industry that you like. Setting your foot on an excellent school or a designated learning institution would actually be like standing on a solid and reliable ground that will carry you all the way to success. You can also check out other videos here on my YouTube about study programs that you should avoid. So this one is actually a good supplementary for this topic. You should know that every province in Canada offers different jobs according to what their bigger industry demand. Different province offer different permanent residency pathway as well. It's always a good idea to equip yourself with some research on what each province has to offer. You can go to job seeker websites such as Indeed or JobBank just to see the volume of jobs available in that certain industry. From there, you can actually try to see how much are they willing to pay for an entry job, like for example, an admin assistant. So it's good to always check where your industry is. So for example, if you are a petroleum engineering, then your best bet is Alberta because they have this big oil and gas companies that you can always apply for. And you can always check how much will be the earning salary for a petroleum engineering working in Alberta. Step number 3 is submitting your study permit application. So this one, the processing time will differ depending on the country, but in the Philippines, it's going to be 8 weeks. Essentially, you need to hold a study permit if you are going to study here more than 6 months. The top priority here is for you to justify the cost to be a student here in Canada with a full explanation of your future plans even after graduation. Because otherwise, IRCC will not see the value in your application as a potential workforce for Canada in the future. So it's very important to back up yourself up with a firm plan strong enough to convince IRCC that you'll be bringing benefit to the country, instead of being a liability. Step number 4 is to finish your studies and obtain your postgrad work permit and gain at least 1 year work experience in Canada. Do you know that one of the best ways to get invited by Canada to become permanent resident is essentially to attract the province through your credentials and skills, especially if you have diploma or degree in the industry that the province is looking for. This is why earlier I mentioned the importance of post-grad work permit, because in post-grad work permit, you will be able to gain at least 1 year Canadian experience, and that will turn in most provinces because they will be most likely look for professionals that has experience already. Terms may vary between provinces. For example, in Atlantic, it's easy to get permanent residency compared in Ontario if you go through OINP. Again, the best weapon here is to research on the most current information about the policies and requirements for permanent residency for each province. Once you get the invitation to apply or ITA, then you can say that I'm almost reaching the goalpost already. So basically, you study hard, you work hard, and you get noticed by the Canadian government through your job experience and credential, and then submit, apply. One of the best pathways to immigrate through Canada is to get through express entry, and this one is not only specifically to one province. However, in Canada, IRCC, they always change the immigration rules. According to their recent memo, no express entry draws for FSW or CEC for at least 6 months. So that's the IRCC memo. This is mainly because of the backlogs from 2021. So this is so important that you should have a backup plan. So don't just rely on express entry. You have other options such as Provincial Nominee Program or Atlantic Immigration Pilot Program. It's so important, like right now with this recent change, that you should study for 2 years. If you're only gonna study for 1 year, that would only give you 1 year post-grad work permit. And for me, that would be a big risk for you for this kind of change. You should also stay tuned if they're going to have another TR to PR or recently launched programs for a specific industry. For example, in Alberta, they just recently announced the stream specifically for tech jobs. So those are the 5 goals that you need to complete before you become a permanent resident in Canada. I know it's a lot of work, I feel you, but it's going to be all worth it once you experience the benefit of this wonderful country. And if you have further questions, be sure to let us know. Book a call with us, with our alumni students. They're also PR here in Canada, so if you want to know more about how they become permanent resident in Canada, you can always call them or have a one-on-one talk to them. So this has been Coach MC, appearing to you for another Friday video. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.